All right, welcome back to our small world. We are fishing again, and I think this episode we're going to take a trip down to that big iron ore vein that we found and see how much of it we can get. I would be thrilled with a large find, but I'm going to have to clean out my inventory a little bit. Alright, I didn't even count my haul at the end of the trip last time. Gravel, andesite, cobblestone, granite, and dirt. That's pretty good. I will have to make a few more torches, however. Oh, I'm not going to deal with you guys today. Sorry, I've got more important things to take care of. With sufficient iron, we can start making some railroads to help us transport ourselves up and down the mines quicker. And if not quicker, at least easier. Oh yeah. So this is something I could have easily read on the wiki, but ended up discovering myself. And that is, when you find one of those concentrated iron veins, the best thing to do is to follow the tuff. If you follow the tuff, it'll lead you to where the rest of the iron is. So that's what we're gonna do. And you know what? I might have to make some ladders. I have a feeling they'll come in handy. So if the tuff extends this way, you'll find more iron in that direction. Which may or may not be an invitation to start digging up like so. Yeah, we'll go check that part later. Meanwhile, let's see if there's anything else down here. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. When you get those blocks of raw iron. Yeah, that's what we like to see. We can get a couple of those. So like this is a good place to put some ladders. Make a bit of a second floor, especially when it goes straight up. And you can see that if we go back down, that's the first floor. We don't need that. I love finding these. There's a bit of a thrill in trying to keep track of the path, making sure you're always encountering more iron. And some people don't really care for them, but there's a similar version that has copper. And personally, I like copper. I like having an abundance of copper. And I would do anything to run into one of those. Especially with Fortune. Oh, you get more copper than you'd ever need. And then some. Based on the size of this thing, we might have to do it in 2 episodes instead of 1, which I'm okay with. But let's do our best, and we'll see where we get to in a reasonable amount of time. this could be a dead end. But following the tuff, we see that it keeps going in this direction. And it looks like this has branched off in a lot of directions that I've left behind me. I'll see if I can remember them all and go back to them once I hit a dead end, which this might be, or it might not be. See, just following the tuff will lead you to more iron, and there's nothing wrong with that. Looks like that's it for the tuff and iron over here. Oh. I found where it keeps going. Spooky. I wonder if that actually tells you where you might find an ancient city, or if it's just a thing that happens. Boy, I hope this doesn't lead me to a cave, because I'm not very well equipped for combat. Okay, this looks like a normal tough department. Oh. Okay, that definitely sounds like a spawner. Let's try to follow the sound. I must be relatively close. Maybe it's straight ahead. I'm too high up now. I am sort of torn between continuing to look for the iron and finding those zombies. It's definitely louder over here. Let's see. It gets quieter over here. Maybe it's below. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. That is why we don't dig straight down in Minecraft. Well, let's see if we can make a rescue for any items that we might have lost there. Whatever we can save, whatever didn't burn. I'll make a quick attempt of a rescue. Although that was a bit of a maze to go through. So let's see if we can get it pretty fast. I like having to rush in this game. And I really should have brought a bucket of water with me, at least. That would have spared me my life. But at least we found the zombies. I hope the pickaxe survived. And I hope most of the iron that we found survived. Anything else I could do without. But oh boy, I could sure use those things. Oh, missed my cutoff. Let's see, 5 blocks for 32 torches, 5 blocks apart. It's about 100 blocks away. 120? No, 160. All right. Fortunately, we didn't dig in any way that we can't access by just the way we walk around. But I just realized that I'm gonna have to fall back into that lava. So I'm gonna have to pick up whatever blocks I can get my hands on to help prevent that. Oh heavens, I am very disoriented right now. I think this is where I decided to start. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Alright, at least my stuff's still there. I'll just make that water bucket right away. I think I have enough. Oh yeah, I should have done this. I really should have thought of this earlier. And we're good to go straight down. Hopefully my stuff is still there. I hate having to do this walk of shame twice. But you dig straight down into lava, and then you go back there without a plan to dive right back into that same lava. Well, a double walk of shame is the least of your concerns. Alright, another 160 block sprint. A little bit less, because it's not at the very end of this branch. And at least we know how to get there right away. So if we're lucky, our stuff won't have despawned. And what a turn of events, am I right? Alright, we must be close. Yeah, there's the clay. And then you just come around. Problem solved. But I think I'm all out of stuff now. Unless anything came down with my stuff. Yeah, I don't think I have any stuff left to call my own. But at least I know there's some diamonds there for me. Nothing, eh? Oh man. That's unfortunate. Well, at least we know where to get these diamonds, and that'll replace the pickaxe. But I am a little bit bitter about the lost iron. Well, what can you do? I'll just leave some water there for now. Well, it's not the first time I've made a fool of myself. And it won't be the last. Oh no. But we'll come here and we'll mine the rest of the iron. And we'll take whatever we can get. Oh boy, I didn't even get to count it. Let's just head over to the surface and maybe next episode we'll figure out what we do with getting our equipment back and all that jazz. We'll have to craft a new pickaxe and, well, we have some diamonds left over from our past expeditions. And we know where to go looking for more. This is just a little setback, which is why you don't want to be too careless about these things. They will happen. And if you're not ready for them, they will get the better of you. Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't too bad. Fortunately, our spawn is close to our base. And as promised, I will give myself the leisure of a bed, because I have now died at least once. And so, after 20-something episodes, we lose our 0 deaths status, but that's all right. We'll still try to be careful. So anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good night.